Well, happy weekend everyone. We finally made it through the week. And guess what? Joel's got something up his sleeve and released a new major order, which is pretty interesting. We've never seen this before. I'll be explaining more about it at the end of the video because we have quite a lot to talk about from the devs. But I'm excited and I'm ready to get into the game. I've got a pretty quiet weekend, so just going to be spending time playing Helldivers. What are you guys going to get up to this weekend? Are you going to do the same or are you heading out? But anyway, if you guys do get all the news you need to know, make sure to smash that like button if you do enjoy today's video, and please consider subscribing to the channel. As I'm recording this, I'm now 800 subscribers away from 250k. Thank you guys so much. I can't wait to hit it. It'll be amazing if we could do it over this weekend, and let's get in with the news. So next week is a big patch, and I knew they were working on this because they didn't release the patch last week, so they've had 2 weeks to spend time working on it, and it's gonna be big. And in my head I'm saying, don't say it, but yes, the patch will be next Tuesday. It will be, and every single time that word now comes up in my head, I'm like, don't say it, but I have to. Tuesday. I feel like I need to make some sort of Helldivers 2 Tuesday merch now. But anyway, so pretty much so many people have been asking in the Discord to the devs, what's going on with the patch? Is it definitely happening? And someone said status on rapid launch system fix, or is it being added to the new patch coming out and everything. Then Spitz, the community manager, said major build next week has pretty substantial list of fixes. Not sure if that one's on there, but it may be. So I did expect this. I've had lots of information on the Discord from people in my Discord as well, sort of sending me things saying about next week's patch is actually going to be quite a big download, and it's going to have a whole load of fixes that people have been demanding for so long. So all I'm saying to you is Helldivers is on Tuesday. Remember to prepare yourself for a download that, the game doesn't tend to have giant content patches at the moment, so it shouldn't be like downloading a game, right? But it still will probably be one of the biggest ones they've done so far. So prepare for that, Helldivers, next week. You know the day. I'm not saying it again. But anyway, so we have had another update from Spitz that we're going to read through, and also we've had a Galactic War update too. So Spitz went on saying, so recently people are saying, are the devs or is Joel skipping our major orders to make them go by faster? And a lot of people say, you do realise, Dom, that we know this wasn't all our hard work, they skipped it. And I was like, would they actually do that? But Spitz said, it's true that some things in the story are going to happen regardless of player impact, like the TCS missions. Those missions were obviously designed in advance, and we're not just going to waste an asset like that. So we'll make sure it happens. However, most of the filler major orders, like the 2 billion bug kills or any of the ones to capture/defend specific planets, are absolutely able to be won or lost based on the players. And while the GM may make them easier or harder depending on how the players are doing, they never have given away a win or set up a major order that was meant to be impossible. So I thought that information was very interesting because it's been highlighted a lot in the Helldivers Discord and around the community, saying, are the devs just giving away wins? Is Joel just being nice? But no, they said this is something they don't want to, that they're never going to do. But obviously there are part of the story that has to happen because, they spend time working on it. And I just imagine seeing the plans inside Arrowhead. I mean, I don't want to spoil it for myself, but it just would be so interesting to see when are they illuminate down the line. And then we had the new Galactic War update from Super Earth. So they say, our dogmatically determined divers dusted themselves off from the depths of despair and claimed their first ever defensive victory. It was a long and grueling two-front offensive by both the bots and the bugs, but the enemies of liberty have now beaten themselves, exhausted against the resistance put forth by our Helldivers. The automatons initially claimed a lot of territory, and it was only when their war machine had overexpanded that their offensive successes begin to wilt. On the other front, the TCS has successfully, why can't I speak, kept the bugs at bay, resulting in a very limited number of combat theatres. Istanu, in particular, the cold and rocky world, has become somewhat of a Helldiver point of pride. They repeatedly denied attack after attack, never wavering in their determination to keep the infestation in check. Now we turn our eyes to Operation Legitimate Undertaking, a counterattack against the successes of the automaton advance. There are only 2 planets, Chu and Penta, which both hold experimental weapons manufacturing plants that require rescue. Our Helldivers are tasked with liberating what is happening to me? Liberating both, but only the first one that they liberate will likely be in time to rescue the weaponry. Penta holds the research on an experimental Airbus rocket launcher, while Chu unlocks the development of anti-tank mine emplacements. Both of these weapon systems could provide invaluable in the fight to come and must be liberated immediately. And the citizens are important too. Choose wisely. Because obviously there's meant to be different, whatever we decide to choose and whatever happens, people are saying whether we're going to end up with 1 stratagem or 2, and we don't know that right now. Twinbeard actually said in the Discord he's not going to reveal that would ruin the major order, so we'll find out what's said from the devs a little bit later on, but that is very, very interesting to see what is going on there. So, Helldivers, let's go smash this weekend. I feel like we've got a fun one to do. We've not done it. Some people say they don't like it. They don't like having to choose. They like to dominate and have everything, and I completely understand that. But it's always nice to have something that's changed up a little bit, don't you guys think? I don't know. I'm quite looking forward to it. Going to be grinding this weekend and seeing where we can end up very, very soon. I was going to read through this article, but I think you guys pretty much know about the major order. It was just like how talking about how Helldivers players keep the game alive, but they've now got to choose which stratagem they'd like to unlock next. So, yeah. Anyway, much love to you all. Leave a like and subscribe if you're excited. I'm going to be covering all different types of Helldivers news over the weekend, and we'll keep you guys in the loop as I always do. Thank you for all the support on the channel, and if we do manage to hit 250k this weekend, that would be absolutely amazing. I don't know what type of celebration to have, but I'm telling you, it would need to be a big one. Maybe that'll be on the battleground. Catch you guys then.